Good morning. This is the Daily Download. I'm Brad Nelson, your host, and today is Tuesday, May 6th, 2025. Here's what you need to know today. A California man, Ryan Mitchell Kramer, has pleaded guilty to hacking a Disney employee using a fake version of an AI image generation tool. Kramer uploaded a malicious app called Comfy UI LLM Vision on GitHub, disguised as an extension of the legitimate Comfy UI platform. The tool secretly harvested passwords, payment data, and other sensitive information, sending it to a Discord server Kramer controlled. He used this access to infiltrate Disney's internal Slack channels and exfiltrate 1.1 terabytes of confidential data. Later posing as a hacktivist, Kramer attempted to contact the victim and eventually leaked the stolen material publicly, including personal details of the employee. Kramer also compromised at least 2 other victims. The FBI is continuing its investigation, and Kramer is expected in court soon. OpenAI has reversed its controversial plan to become a fully for-profit company, deciding instead to remain under the control of its original non-profit board. The decision follows significant public backlash, including pressure from civic leaders, AI safety advocates, and state attorney generals in California and Delaware. Originally, OpenAI intended to convert its commercial arm into a public benefit corporation, reducing the nonprofit's influence and potentially removing the cap on investor returns. Moves that critics feared would erode oversight and safety. CEO Sam Altman would have also received equity under that structure for the first time. With this reversal, OpenAI says it will keep nonprofit governance intact while still transitioning to the for-profit entity into a PBC to simplify its capital structure. However, the change could jeopardize parts of OpenAI's $40 billion funding deal, particularly $10 billion from SoftBank, which was conditional on a full shift to for-profit status by the end of 2025. Altman maintains the change supports safe, rapid AI development, but financial and structural uncertainty remains on the horizon. Microsoft has resolved a widespread issue that blocked enterprise systems from updating to Windows 11 24H2 via Windows Server Update services, following the April 2025 security patches. The problem, which triggered errors and failed downloads, primarily affected enterprise environments that rely on WSUS, not home users. The issue stemmed from changes in the April 8th update, which caused Windows Update services to stop unexpectedly during 24H2 deployment. Microsoft has now rolled out a known issues rollback fix, which is being automatically applied to managed devices. IT admins can also manually apply a group policy fix provided by Microsoft to restore proper update functionality. Instructions for deploying the KIR are available on Microsoft's official documentation site. Additionally, Microsoft is still investigating a separate latent code issue that is allowing Windows 11 upgrades to bypass Intune policy restrictions, the latest in a string of unintended upgrade incidents, including unapproved upgrades of Windows Server versions reported last year. The Luna Moth extortion group, also known as Silent Ransom Group, has escalated its callback phishing campaigns targeting legal and financial institutions in the U.S. Their latest attacks, observed in March 2025, involve impersonating IT help desks through emails and fake support websites. Here's how it works. Victims receive emails with urgent IT issues and a phone number to call. When they call, a Luna Moth operator poses as IT staff and convinces them to install remote access tools like Synchro, AnyDesk, Zoho Assist, or Atera. These are legitimate, signed applications, which helps the attackers bypass antivirus detection. Once access is granted, attackers search for sensitive files, exfiltrate them using tools like WinSCP or rclone, and then demand a ransom, often between $1 million and $8 million, threatening to leak the stolen data on a public extortion site if the victim doesn't pay. These attacks are especially dangerous because they use no malware, making them hard to detect. Organizations are urged to block known malicious domains, restrict RMM tool use, and train staff to verify IT requests through internal channels only. Today marks the official end of Skype. Microsoft is shutting down the iconic video and messaging platform after 14 years under its ownership and more than 20 years of service. Originally launched in 2003, Skype was acquired by Microsoft in 2011 for $8.5 billion and went on to replace Windows Live Messenger as the company's flagship communication app. Despite integrating AI features and maintaining a user base of over 36 million daily users as recently as last year, Microsoft announced in February 2025 that Skype would go offline on May 5th. Users were given 60 days to export their data or migrate to Microsoft Teams. The transition allows Skype users to log into Teams with their Skype credentials, maintaining access to chats and contacts. During this crossover period, Teams and Skype users could still message each other, but that ends today. The move is part of a broader consolidation by Microsoft, which has recently also retired Cortana, Paint 3D, and WordPad. With 320 million monthly active users, Teams has become Microsoft's new communication hub for both work and personal use. Microsoft acknowledged Skype's legacy, saying it played a vital role in shaping modern digital communication. But it's time to move forward. HR departments are in the crosshairs of a new phishing campaign by a threat actor known as Venom Spider. According to research from Arctic Wolf, this financially motivated group is targeting recruiters and hiring managers by sending spear phishing emails disguised as job applications. Here's how it works. Attackers email HR staff fake resumes via a download link. The link leads to a CAPTCHA-protected site which downloads a zip file. Inside the zip file, a decoy image and a malicious shortcut that triggers a complex infection chain. This launches the More Eggs backdoor, a sophisticated tool used for system reconnaissance and executing follow-up malware. Venom Spider has been active for years, and their tactics are growing more refined. HR personnel are especially vulnerable because opening unknown attachments is part of their job. The attackers exploit that trust and volume of applications to slip through defenses. Arctic Wolf recommends training HR staff to inspect suspicious attachments, especially .lnk, .iso, and .vbs files, and avoid opening anything from unverified sources, even if it looks like a job applicant's resume. Identity-based cyber attacks are evolving, pushing more organizations towards passwordless solutions like passkeys, but challenges remain. At RSA Conference 2025, Okta's Fei Liu highlighted the growing appeal of passkeys, which are stored locally on devices and are resistant to phishing, a critical benefit as attackers increasingly use AI to enhance their tactics. However, adoption isn't smooth. Cross-platform inconsistencies make it difficult for users to understand where and how their passkeys work. Apple, Google, and Microsoft each tailor passkey experiences to their ecosystems, which creates confusion and limits usability. Even worse, many platforms don't show a clear option to sign up for passkeys, and multi-factor authentication isn't always enforced, leaving a security gap. Despite growing momentum, Liu warns that power is concentrated among major platform providers, and users have little control. Meanwhile, a large percentage of users still rely on just passwords, a weak point in modern security. The bottom line, passkeys show promise, but they're not a cure-all yet. Usability, enforcement, and ecosystem cooperation need major improvements for a truly secure, passwordless future. Windows 11 is getting a major upgrade, and it's packed with AI. Microsoft is rolling out a redesigned Start menu and dozens of AI-powered features to Windows insiders, starting with Snapdragon X Copilot Plus PCs like the new Surface device. The new Start menu is more spacious, easier to navigate, and includes a handy phone companion panel for syncing messages, calls, and battery info from your Android or iPhone. On the AI side, Microsoft is pushing updates across the board. It's getting a settings-based AI agent to help you adjust your system, AI-powered notepad writing help, visual Copilot search for real-time screen suggestions, Photos Relight feature for advanced lighting edits, paint upgrades like content-aware fill and sticker generation, snipping tool enhancements including perfect screenshot and text recognition, and File Explorer AI actions like image editing and document summarization. Microsoft notes these tools are designed to make Windows more intuitive, accessible, and useful, but with one important caveat. AI-generated suggestions may not always be accurate. That's something to watch, especially when adjusting system-level settings. While the AI boom is leading the headlines, some users are just excited about the roomier, more functional start menu. And that brings us to today's tech tip. With the new AI tools rolling out in Windows 11, from automated system settings to image editing and file summaries, it's easy to get overwhelmed or make unintended changes. So here's how to stay safe. Make sure you review AI-generated recommendations before applying them, especially in system settings. Use local backups or restore points before testing any major AI-assisted actions. Customize your privacy settings to limit how AI features interact with your files or data, and explore AI tools in a test file or sandbox environment before using them on important documents. New tech is powerful, but it's even better when you stay in control. Thank you for listening to the Daily Download. This episode is brought to you by FRCS Tech, your partner in business technology solutions. If you would like to learn more about FRCS Tech, you can visit us at www.frcstech.com. And I'll see you tomorrow.